Hey everyone! Well, I just got back from the Dollar Tree and actually I went to the Dollar Tree a couple of days ago as well. So I feel like I've got enough stuff to do a Dollar Tree haul. So, I got a lot of crap. You want to see it? Do you? I think you do. Alrighty then. Let's just start with this bag, shall we? Okay. Now these are not new things. I've seen these. They're frames, picture frames. I'm going to do some crafts with them. One's a Valentine and one's going to be St. Patrick's. So be on the lookout for that. But I did love the texture, the look of these. I thought that was pretty cool for it to be just $1. I mean, they look pretty good. So be on the lookout for these. I am going to be doing a craft with those. Let's see. We'll do the ones from the other day first. Again, I found these cute glasses. Look how cute they are. They're very pretty. But I'm not going to use them as a glass. No, what I am going to use them for is out in my bistro, which if you've been watching my vlogs, I have a bistro out in my backyard. I got one of these, right? Isn't it pretty? And I'm going to spray paint this probably red. And then I'm going to put this little guy inside it. And then I'm going to put a candle and it's going to go in the middle of my bistro table. Isn't that just adorably cute? Because my bistro table, you know, is little. It's for 2 people. So that will fit perfectly. So I'm excited about that. Here, I'll just do this bag. A rolling pin. Now I have a rolling pin, but I'm like, if I need something for my arts and crafts, like if I'm going to do clay or anything like that, I don't want to use my good rolling pin. So I got a rolling pin for $1. And plus I can knock somebody out with it if I need to. Let's see. I got a little jar and look at these cute little string lights. They're little shamrock. Aren't they cute? It's battery operated. So what I'm gonna do, I got some coins, some of the fake coins. I'm gonna put the lights in the jar, put the coins inside it, take the lid off. The lid is not gonna be there. And what is it gonna be? A pot of gold. And I may just paint it gold. I don't know about that yet. I'm not decided. I'm going to wait until I get that inside it to see how it is. But look, they have scarves as well. Isn't that pretty? I love the scarves, but I'm going to use it to tie around the pot. Isn't that cute? So that's another St. Patty's thing I'm going to do. And then I got these cute little heart, what do they call them? Heart picks. They're glittery and all cute. I'm going to use those to do a craft with for Valentine's Day. And then, again, just like with my heart, my Valentine's one, I can't make this cheaper than $1. So I went ahead and bought one for St. Patrick's Day. Isn't it adorable? I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And then I got little shamrocks. I will end up using these as well. One's dark green, one's light green for my arts and crafts. Barry got door stoppers. He needed those for work. And look at these cute little socks, y'all. Little hearts and little shamrocks. Aren't they cute? I love those. Keep my feetsies warm. And then I got little heart doilies. And again, this is going to be with it for an art craft. So there's that bag. And, okay, this bag is next. And then I got, this is glass stuff. I got 2 candlestick holders, right? Glass candlestick holders. And then I got a big plate, glass plate. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a tier holder. What are they called? Sandwich holder? Something like that. But I'm going to try to do this where I don't break it. So I'm going to glue it like that. And then the other candlestick will go there. Right? And then this is actually for a candle, but it'll work. Right? I liked the different texture look. And voila! Now I'm going to get glass paint and I'm going to paint them so they're not clear. I just don't know what colors yet. So I thought that was a really cool thing. For $4, you know, you bought a little sandwich cake holder, you know, whatever you want to call them. I don't know exactly what they are called off the top of my head. So that was cute. I'll put that on the floor. I don't want it to get hurt. Okay, so that was the other day. That stuff I had seen before. Now this, tonight when we went, there were new things at the dollar store, at the Dollar Tree. And actually, our Dollar Tree looked really awesome tonight. I think they had been working in it and things were organized. I think maybe it's because, you know, I had been going in like after Christmas, during Christmas, and during that time it's all crazy. So everything was kind of everywhere. But tonight they had it on point. All right, this stencils, y'all, for $1. 2 sets of stencils, actually. So depending on what kind I want, I got stencils. I'm like, yeah, buddy, I'll take those. Let's see, what else do we have here? Now, if you recall, and actually, I have one here. I bought another. Let me find it. Maybe it's in here. There they are. All right. The last time I did a haul, I had bought these, right? So I already have these. Now, I'm not gonna use them like this. They go over your eye burner, right? They're covers. What I'm gonna do is I'm painting them, and like I said, I have another set. I'm gonna paint them, and then look, I'm gonna take these little birds, right? Put the birds on the bigger one. I'm gonna have to trim it, but that'll be okay. And then on the smaller one, take the little tree and put it on there. Isn't that adorable? I just thought that was so adorable. And I think I'm going to hang it in here. I have a space on this wall over here that's kind of empty. So I think I'm going to do it in here. So I think I'll probably paint them purple like I did my, well, I don't think y'all can see them now. But my plaques up there, I painted purple. So I think I'm going to paint them purple. And do that. Or I might do it black. I don't know. I've got different paints, so I'll have to decide on that. But I'll spray paint them, you know. Let's see. Again, I got, here, I'm going to try to make this make sense to y'all. Amanda and I are going to be making a little fairy garden with succulent plants. And in my vlog today, which I have not finished, I've not uploaded it yet, but when I went to Walmart, I videotaped a little bit of the succulents that they had there. So I bought this bowl because I loved the look of it. So I'm hoping that I can spray paint it the black metal color that I have, right, to make it look like it's metal. And then I think we're going to use this as part of to do our succulent fairy garden in. So this is going to be a live one because we're going to put cacti in it and other succulent plants that we can find. So I've got the container. We'll just need to get the plants and we need to get the little fairies and the little stuff like that, which is at Michael's, and I believe they're still on sale. They were the other day. So I want to try to do this week before they go off sale. But I'm also going to make a little fairy garden that is that's not going to have real plants in it, so that I can change it out if I want to. And so let me try to find that. And here they are. So what I'm going to do, and I've not quite decided exactly everything yet, but I think, because I've got this bowl that, this is my thinking, that I can turn it upside down so it's like a globe, okay? And then I have, hold on, let me get it. There's two ways that I can do this. I can either put it in like this, right? And then it'll be a little fairy thing, and it fits in there pretty nicely, right? And my thinking is, and then I'll put something on top for it to be able to move. Or I could flip it like this and do it like that. It's not as sturdy, so I would have to glue it if I'm going to do it this way, because I would be afraid this would fall off, right? So I might use that and paint this brown so it looks like wood, you know, for it to be a fairy garden. But then I also bought today, and what did I do with it? This little guy. I think I'm going to use this one because it looks more like what I saw at Michael's, but theirs was bigger. So I talked about that yesterday. So I think I may go with this one instead, but I can still either use this, but again, I will end up having to glue it if I do that. So I've not made up my mind yet how I'm going to do that and if I'm going to use that, because I'm going to tell you why. I also bought, and again, I have to find it. Maybe I should have dumped this stuff out first, huh? Oh no, wait, here it is. I bought these coasters that these fit straight in. They go straight in there too, but they're of course clear. So I don't know if I'm gonna like that look as well as I do these. So, but I bought them anyway. They were $1, and who knows, I might could use them for something else if I don't use them for that. And then I'm going to use these to go in it. Isn't that cute little moss rock looking thing? Floral decorations, but they're like moss rocks. So I'm going to use that. And then I'm going to use these little flowers. I'm just going to pick the tops of them off and just lay them around. And I've got this moss already that I will end up using too. And then I bought these too at the dollar. All this was at the dollar store, y'all. So I'll use these small pebbles, and I'm gonna use these as well in with the real the real fairy garden that we're gonna use. I'm gonna use those as well, but I'll also put them in with the fake one, and then the bigger rocks too. So I've got those. And I have some real river rocks that I got out of the river, but I need a good size one to use for one of my crafts that I'm going to do for St. Patrick's Day. So that's my terrariums. I'm excited. And then I'll just have to buy little somethings to go in the fake one as well. But like I said, Michael's has those on sale this week. So I'm hoping to get there to get that. And then this is it's a cupcake holder, right? But what I'm going to use it for, and I'm hoping it's going to stay airtight. It should. It's supposed to be for cupcakes. But like if I'm working on a painting, and I've got the palette all set out, and I can't work on it for whatever reason, I'm going to set it in here to keep it from drying out, because it should be airtight and it should work with that. I'm talking about like on my palette thing already. And then I got this cute thing right here, and I'm probably going to end up spray painting it as well and putting it outside to use as a vase outside. I just think I love these kind of things. I love them. And then y'all look, I found these too, and I only got one of these because I wanted to see if they would fit into this that I bought the other day at a different Dollar Tree. They didn't have this one at mine. And no, it won't fit in. So that's okay. But I liked it anyway. I mean, it's cute. So I went ahead and bought it. I probably could make this because I've got these jars. But I don't know. I kind of liked it. And I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'll find something. I might, you know, I don't know. I may take it back because I was hoping it would fit in that one thing because that's really what I wanted. But it's okay. And then I got these little screwdriver. Well, Barry did. Those are for Bear. I have a set of these already. These are awesome. Especially if you work on computers and stuff. You definitely need a set of these. I don't know what I did with it. And then look what I found. Oh my gosh, I could not believe they had real Sharpie markers for $1. So Barry got a couple. He needed black and blue, and then I went ahead and bought blue and red again. Another red. I don't know. It's somewhere. And then Barry bought him some pens. There's the red. There's the red marker. And then I guess Barry needed pens. He bought him some pens. So that's for Bear. And then this is Bear, the wire brush thing. So he needed that. So he bought that. And then he bought him a set of needle nose pliers, which I have gotten from there too. That's all. I think that's been there already. And then he got him a measuring tape. I don't know what he needs that for. And then he bought these. He's going to play a trick on somebody at work. So he bought those to mess with the guys at work. I thought that was funny. And then we bought these gauze. There's 10 for $1. That's a little expensive, but we needed some. So I went ahead and got them. And then we got tape too. The waterproof tape, because we didn't have any of that for our first aid kit. So I got that. And then I got more little, I've already had some of these, but I went ahead and bought some more because I'm going to be doing some crafts with these too. And I got 4 things, because I thought these were just 1 ounces. They're 2 ounces of Mod Podge. That's a good deal. 2 ounces for $1. I bought this one, which was 8 ounces. It's over. I know that was way over $4. I didn't spend that much because I had a half off coupon, but regularly, I know I spent more than $4 on it though. So that was a deal. I got 4 of those. And then, let's see. I told y'all I got a lot of crap. Got a little St. Patrick Day hat again for a craft I'm gonna do. And they had these little beauty blenders. Now I don't know if they're the same as what I have. I bought one the other day. I bought one like last year, and I love it. But I needed a smaller one, and I bought a smaller one, and I didn't like it. So I'm hoping this one's gonna be more like the one I bought before. And I just got that at like a mall. And it was $3.99, but these were $1. And if they don't use for my, if they're not going to be good for my face to do my makeup, I can always use them, I think, for painting. So I thought it was worth it. And then, oh, look, I got green burlap, and again, it's for some of the crafts I'm going to do. But isn't that pretty? It's a pretty dark green. I love it. Oh, and I got so excited when I saw this. Y'all going to really know I'm a nerd. You're really going to know I'm a DIYer. Look, 36 things of sandpaper. It's a set. So there's all different kinds of grade of sandpaper. Yes, I got excited when I saw that. I was like, oh my gosh, yay! So yeah, Barry just looked at me like, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, you just don't understand. You don't understand. I'll never run out of sandpaper again. I'll never run out of sandpaper again. As God is my witness. But anyway, so I got that. And then I got just a little pill holder, just to hold some pills. And then Barry got this too. It's I guess he needs it at work for an outlet, for his outlet. And then they had, of course, 350 cotton swabs. And, you know, I always need these. But what I'm going to mainly use them for is for blending. I saw this the other day when I was watching a video for oil pastels. For instead of using a, I don't know I forgot how to pronounce that word. But anyway, instead of using the tool, they just used this. I was like, okay, well, that's cheaper and yay. So I bought those. $350 for $1. I was like, yeah, you can't beat that. Let's see, last bag. And then I bought a whole bunch of shaving cream. I will link my Pinterest Test Tuesday that I did with the marbled paper that you need shaving cream. And it worked perfectly. It was so much fun and it was awesome. And that's hence me buying this, because I will definitely be making a lot more of those marbled paper, because it was fun and it was awesome. I loved it. So I went ahead and bought another can of the real stuff that you need, the shaving cream. So I got that. And then the last thing that I got, they had these magazine holders. And there was a reason I bought them, and even there I couldn't remember what I needed them for, but I know I had saved them for something. And so I'm going to have to go back and look to see why I saved, you know, exactly what I need it for. But I know I'm going to probably spray paint. They're going to be spayed like they're animals. Spray paint them my metallic color, my metal color, which is black. So, but yeah, they're pretty. They have like little flower things on them. So I was like, yeah, I need these for something I don't know off the top of my head, but I'm going to go ahead and get them. Because like I said, I've learned my lesson. If you see something at Dollar Tree that you like, and I've not seen these before there. So that was something new. Like I said, a lot of this stuff was new. Like all this planner stuff, and I think it's because spring is coming and they had a lot of their spring stuff in. So I think that's why they had some of this stuff in, like that, and like this little jar, the little hanging jar thingy. I do love it. I know that was new. I had not seen that before. The stencil, the one set of stencils I had not seen before. And like I said, some of the frames even, I had not seen the fancy frames. I'd only seen the regular kind of frames. The beauty blender, these, I've not seen those before. So yeah, there were a couple of things there that I had not seen, and so I was like, yeah, this is a good day. And the lady that checked us out was so awesome. She was so friendly. So I loved her tonight. I really did. Shout out to her, because she was awesome. So that's it. That's all that I got. That was a lot of stuff, wasn't it, y'all? But yeah, I am so excited. I really am. I am really excited about doing the fairy garden. We've been talking about doing that for a while. So I just had to figure out what container we were going to use and what plants. And now that I saw those plants at Walmart, I'm like, okay, we're on it now. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to do my other crafts too. So I'm going to get busy. And so y'all will be seeing lots of crafting with me videos coming up soon. I'm going to start working on those probably tomorrow. So, all right, y'all. Well, thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you got some good ideas. I always like watching them because I like getting the different ideas as well. So, I hope you enjoyed watching the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. And if you've already subscribed, thank you. I appreciate it so much. And like I said, I'll link that other video to my marbled paper that I did, because I'm telling you, it was fun and it blew me away that it worked as well as it did. All right, y'all. Well, have a good night, and I will see you later. And be good for one another. Oh my gosh. Be good to one another. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching. Bye.